Menu, economy, culture, IT, tech, sports, global news, healthcare, USA. In-depth research has revealed spectacular information, especially related to life in and beyond our solar system. The planets in a system tend to be the same size and regularly spaced, like peas in a pod. The regular spacing and similar sizes of most exoplanets in the same star system suggest that, perhaps, they have been mostly undisturbed since their formation. However, new research suggests that our small corner of them may be more unusual than we thought. To try and sort through the K2 data faster, the mission scientists initiated a crowdsourcing project. The project was inspired by a similar effort via Zooniverse called Planet Hunters, which has enabled users to sift through and classify both Kepler and K2 data. The project that allowed citizen scientists to make the discovery is called Exoplanet Explorers, and is part of the popular citizen scientist platform Zooniverse. We have each potential transit signal looked at by a minimum of 10 people, and each needs a minimum of 90% of yes votes to be considered for further characterization. But it was a feature on the ABC Australia television series Stargazing Live that ultimately yielded the most new data from citizens. Citizen scientists have struck again. On the third night, the scientists announced the detection of the K2128 system, although at the time they could identify only 4 planets around the star. This is the first multi-planet system discovered entirely through crowdsourcing. This artist concept depicts a top-down view of the K2138 system, showing the orbits and relative sizes of the 5 known planets. The size of the parent star is not to scale. They named the system K2138. According to NASA, the central sun in K2138 is slightly smaller and cooler than our sun. They are all being classified as super-Earths, weighing in at about 2 to 3 times larger than our planet. All 5 planets have orbital periods shorter than 13 days and are all incredibly hot, ranging from 800 to 1800 degrees Fahrenheit. These planets are orbiting in a resonance, a mathematical term for when each planet takes nearly exactly 50% longer to orbit the star than the next planet further in. The announcement was made Thursday at the ongoing 231st meeting of the American Astronomical Society in Washington, D.C., by researchers from Massachusetts Institute of Technology (MIT) and California Institute of Technology (Caltech). Unlike our own solar system, which has planets orbiting the Sun in an elliptical orbit, the exoplanets in K2138 were found orbiting their Sun-like star in concentric circles. If there was a dip in the intensity, it could indicate a possible transit across the star's face by a planet or some other object. In classic planet formation theory, planets form in the protoplanetary disk that surrounds a newly formed star. However, these theories are unlikely to result in such a closely packed, orderly system as K2138, Christensen said in the statement. Orbital commensurabilities among planets are fundamentally fragile, so the present-day configuration of the K2138 planets clearly points to a rather gentle and laminar formation environment of these distant worlds. On average, analysts anticipate that TransDigm Group Incorporated will post $12.14 earnings per share for the current fiscal year. Hermes Investment Management Limited bought 47,415 shares as the company's stock declined 5.07%, while stock markets rallied. U.S. Ambassador Nikki Haley said in a statement that aid should be delivered to Yemen without interference. The coalition accuses rebels of using Hodeidah to smuggle in weapons. The LG's office on Monday issued a statement announcing the decision minutes after the chief minister thanked Mr. Bijal on Twitter for approving the scheme, which was cleared by the cabinet on November 16 previous year. Finally, KeyCorp reissued a hold rating on shares of Colgate-Palmolive in a report on Saturday, November 25. NYSE Municipal Employees Retirement System of ME grew its stake in shares of Colgate-Palmolive by 0.5% in the first quarter. Freeman emphasized that the injuries had nothing to do with his play and that helps not using it as an excuse. Freeman posted low rushing yards while averaging less than 1 yard per carry against the Eagles. Very devastating, another neighbor Ricardo Ross said, while his wife added, "It's insane, I can't believe this is going on." An ordinary house in a California subdivision concealed a freakish and disturbing case of torture and child abuse, police say. It increased, as 14 investors sold ODFL shares while 110 reduced holdings. 88 funds opened positions while 466 raised stakes. The stock had a trading volume of 23,048,600 shares, compared to its average volume of 20,060,000. Nasdaq CSCO. Graham Murty is looking to lure the player to Ibrox as he bids to strengthen his squad during the January transfer window. And two more players are firmly on Murty's radar as he bids to bolster his ranks for a crucial second half of the having guys that are going really hard and having someone, it might be me, who just bats normally and then you see how you go. People can say whatever they want, but it's you that has to really believe in yourself, and sometimes that's hard to do. Celta's 10-win at Levante from Payern Sisto's first half goal was marred by an alleged incident of racial abuse between players. Barcelona conceded 2 goals after the 34 minutes of play, with Willian José and Juan López getting the goals for Sociedad. South Point Capital Advisors LP increased Fossil Group Inc. FOSL stake by 114.71%, reported in 2017 Q3 SEC filing. NASDAQ FOSL. Fossil Group Inc., together with its subsidiaries, designs, develops, markets, and distributes consumer fashion accessories. He later issued an apology over the interview but was left facing tough question from journalists at his first press conference. I can't recall how that could happen. I do not know what I was referring to when I was talking about fake news.